Album Review, the podcast where four totally unqualified guys review a different album every week in the hope of broadening our knowledge of music. However, we are easily swayed off topic and have no real idea what we are talking about. Today's album is Pale Waves' Who Am I?
Whoa.
For very unqualified fools talking about albums, they don't know anything.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Jon Snow.
Ah,
Great intro.
Great
yes.
intro.
Brilliant. Pale Waves had a lot to live up to be honest, didn't it? Coming
Yeah.
off the back of the Mariana Trench album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pale Waves would have had to match great harmonies and catchy choruses and just be generally of a higher quality. So Pale Waves isn't bad, but I did go back to the last album many times.
Right.
I find the lead singer is just lacking. Like, she's good and all, but I can't help thinking that she'd be better singing for like a different genre. Maybe one that had a stronger backing, potentially.
Yeah, I feel like the best songs are the ones where the backing is strong enough that it kind of masks the voice a bit more.
Exactly. And like, because the best melodies also felt half-cocked for the most part. So all of this combined, I was shocked to find out that the album was only 33 minutes long. Because to me, it dragged.
Did it?
Really?
Yeah, massively.
Okay.
I was like, thank God I've listened to this album for an hour and a half.
I mean, it's interesting you say
33
that
minutes.
because a lot of the songs were under 3 minutes.
I know, but they still felt long.
There was only 5 songs over 3 minutes.
Thanks, Will.
That is like half of them.
Will's just like, I'm the numbers guy.
Alright, when they're
Right.
spaced out, it looks not as bad.
I'm
11
the
tracks nearly
numbers
half.
guy.
I think, I'm not sure if you noticed this, but when you listen to it, no matter which song it is, she sings the same
Pretty much, yeah. She doesn't.
She
have
just
a lot
sings
more-
It doesn't really
Same,
change, yeah.
tone, yeah.
But that's just her voice, though, isn't it? It's like,
I think so.
you know, you can't really just go, oh, now do Michael Jackson. You know, you
I
can't.
know, but I think it's like even in the slower songs where her voice is more exposed, she sings the same as the songs where it like is more masked in the melody.
Yeah.
I feel like you could at least try and sound like Michael Jackson.
I don't know, she sounds a bit more softer in the acoustic bits.
And this is obviously the clinch pin. My entire opinion here could have been quite easily flipped had we listened to some shitty metal album.
Yeah.
So if we had
This
this
is-
last week,
This is, I think, the like balance, as all things should be. You get me? If we'd have listened to some shit last week, I would have been like, this album's great. I'll give it a 9. But like realistically, no, like I can't do that because it's come off the back of Mariana's Trench.
It's like Denver's whole theory. Once you've seen 4K, you don't ever want to go back to 1080p.
Shut up.
That's
So-
a good analogy.
Still it again.
No.
That's a good analogy.
the principle was there. I don't think I've ever said that
Yeah.
specifically.
Really? Wow, I thought that was a direct quote.
Well, I'm pretty sure you said you never want to see 4K because you know you'll
Yes,
never want
I've
to go
said
back.
I never want to see it because I'm
Yeah.
worried I won't want to go back.
Yeah,
I
that's what I meant.
remember-
But like,
I
Go
remember
on.
when Denver said, "Poo poo wee wee, ha 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 ha, brown people are bad."
and that's still
That's a,
better analogy than me.
direct. That's a direct
Direct
quote.
quote. That's Denver 2002. Born racist.
It's
How
when you
old
were
were
watching
you?
Story Makers.
How old were you? Like 4 in
5.
2002. God, good times.
It's the
Eh?
greatest years. I
Yeah,
peaked
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. Me too. I think life peaked at the friendship of Denver and Aiden and the subsequent years of being friends from that point on. So probably about 2010 onwards, life got better.
The glory years. I saw this TikTok, right, where it was a guy who was like, I don't like ages. I like to think of every year as a firmware update.
Oh yeah.
So it was like, so actually, rather than I'm like 23 years old, this is version 2.3.
So what you're saying is he's a nerd.
He's
so it was
a
like-
nerd.
Because he was like, sometimes you update, some things are better, some things are worse. Sometimes there are bugs and a lot of problems.
This is a good analogy, but life never uploads my porn to the cloud. Whereas updates do. Guys, funny joke, eh?
What the fuck is it?
I can't wait for 2 months' time when Joe's
laugh
something else.
I can't wait till it hits the peak of.
So you've had literally every laugh possible. To be fair,
that is what I'm waiting for.
The thing is, I hate my own laugh, so I always just
we hate it too.
I just try and adjust it all the time.
You know, it's
so
a true Joe laugh when it's the low growly huzz.
Yeah,
if it's like that's like a real Joe laugh. Whereas, like, if he finds something like you know, when a customer comes in and goes, "Lovely weather," and it's raining outside, and Joe goes, that's when you know that he's not laughing.
It's when they go, "Oh, till's not working. Best have it for free." You know that when
you go.
You should just go, "You're right," and let them walk out, and then just shout, "Security, go!" And someone just like piles on them.
Amazing.
It's like they have no receipt. I can't wait till Joe.
I hate when that happens. When I leave the corner shop, they're like, "Oh, you've bought like some milk. Would you like a receipt?" I'm like, "Oh, no, thanks." And the moment I get to the door, I get tackled to the floor. Do you have a receipt, sir? No.
Does that happen?
No, I don't. Yeah, all the time. It could. I mean, to be fair, like, it could be because I keep walking in, going, "I have a bomb. Give me everything. Right, see you later.
Give me this milk for free, otherwise I'll blow up your shop."
Just joking. It's broccoli.
Oh god.
I can't wait till Joe.
It's broccoli. I've just taped the broccoli to my chest.
I can't wait till Joe has the Jimmy Carr laugh.
Sounds like a fucking seal. I hate Jimmy Carr.
I love Jimmy Carr. He's such a cool guy.
I prefer Jimmy Truck.
How is he a cool guy?
Jimmy Motorbike.
Jimmy Bicycle.
Jimi Hendrix.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain.
That's not that guy.
Purple Haze, sorry.
Purple Haze.
Purple Haze is Jimi Hendrix.
So Pale Waves.
No, I want to keep going on random obscure references that don't mean anything to anybody. Even not to us. When we'll listen back to this, we'll be like, what the fuck were we talking about?
I don't even know what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you the worst song.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Run To.
Oh, no.
That's right, because it never picks up. Like,
it's got no arms, that's why.
I listen to it right now. I think it's like 1 minute in, it's quite up there.
Yeah, but it never goes bigger than that. It just stays at that level the entire time. So sadly, it never picks up. Maybe it should have run to a party shop to, like, zhuzh it up a little bit more.
Bit of a rave.
Or
isn't that the one that goes like, ooh, ooh?
No, those are gibbons.
Yeah. Well, it's funky-ish.
But in failing all of that, they could always just run to or into. Okay, Joe, just watch a video then. That's fine.
I'm not.
Watch a video.
I'm not. There's people outside.
That's a lie.
That was people outside.
I'm not fucking lying. There's people outside.
What? And they sound like a phone?
I've got my window open and there's just people outside who's driving off now.
Fucking lie.
I swear
they're
on my
driving
life.
off.
They're driving off.
Look,
How did they so quickly?
Oh, they're driving away.
No, I swear on my life. No. I swear on my life. I was not.
Oh, is that a helicopter?
There's someone talking outside. I'm not even. I'm fucking so salty right now. I'm not even lying. It's not even a genuine. It's not even a genuine lie. I promise you. I swear on my life.
Oh my god!
Oh, actually, they've just crashed. They've just crashed. I can't speak to them now.
Look, I can hear him again. Can you not hear that?
These you just drove off. How could you hear them again?
I don't know.
You're such a fucking bullshit.
Oh shit! Did somebody just jump into the pool?
Oh, for fuck's sake. The fact that you think I'm lying right now is making me very angry. It made me very angry because I'm not lying.
It is because you lie so much, so often about such minimal things.
Okay, right. We've had this discussion. All I'm saying is I'm not lying. There was someone outside. Bang. All right?
Bang! You
crash,
shot him.
But
It's been a murder.
someone's talking, got in the car, turned their engine on. I was like, oh, he's driving off. But no, he just turned his engine off, and now he's gone. Was not watching a video. Thank you. Thank you.
Fucking full of shit.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're
I'm fucking so
absolutely
annoyed.
bullshit,
I'm so annoyed.
Well, no one cares. My third favourite was Fall to Pieces. I don't know why. There's literally no notes on it. I assume it was just an okay song.
I like Fall to Pieces.
Can you give me the reason so I can steal them from my review?
It's got a nice build and a catchy chorus.
Yeah, I think it's got a nice build and a catchy chorus.
Got a nice bridge.
So we just to cut out me saying that and then...
I think the bridge is the nicest part.
Yeah, me too. What's your favourite bridge?
The
Golden
Empire
Gate?
State Building.
The Golden
What
Gate.
are you saying?
What did he just say?
That's a building.
I don't know why that came to mind and I found that funny.
I mean, I suppose if it fell over, it would be a bridge.
The Golden Gate Bridge is like the most destroyed bridge in all movies.
Also the most jumped off
It's,
of, right?
it's in Call of Duty, isn't it?
Probably.
It's in Watch
It
Dogs.
is. It's in the Alcatraz prison zombies. That's the Golden Bridge, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
At the
that
end,
would be-
where the Packer
yes.
Punch is.
Yes, that would be the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yeah, because that gets destroyed in that, I think.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because there's that... The pack punch is on the bridge, is it not?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have to be...
You have to get
Rescued.
that plane.
Yeah, you have to... Yeah, make the plane. Yeah. I know
Yeah, it's
things.
just using a lot. You know, why isn't there like an English equivalent where we use the Humber Bridge?
Humber Bridge.
Because nothing's set in England because it's shit here. Except Val.
No, that's a
Valheim.
genius idea, I think.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I remember when you go to the Humber Bridge in that game. Weird that it was erected back in the 1300s.
It was just made of mud.
I'm not allowed to say that, Will. If I pretend it's racist, it's racist.
So what's your second favourite?
What's your second favourite?
My second favourite bridge has got to be Humber Bridge.
That's your second favourite bridge of all
So,
time.
what did you say your favourite bridge?
Oh, not yet. My number
Not yet.
one-
No.
My number one favourite bridge is the bridge you have to rebuild in the PS1 game, Bob the Builder. Really niche reference. Every big Bob the Builder fan out there will know the bridge level. Because
What about
one was
that
great.
game?
Shut up, shut up.
Okay.
You're talking over my Bob the Builder reference.
When's that remaster coming out?
When is it going to come?
When is it? We demand it.
I'm probably going to look up a video of that now, actually.
I was gonna say, find what developer made that and just start like hounding them every day. Where's the Bob the Builder remaster?
I want ray tracing.
The reflections aren't good enough. That's the thing that I found, right? I can go back to PS3 games pretty easily because it's even though the textures aren't as good, it's still HD. But
Yeah.
PS2 or PS1, it's just like, it just looks like
You've got to think,
AIDS.
Xbox 360 wasn't HD.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. It didn't have Blu-ray.
That
That
God.
does not mean it.
I don't understand the issue here.
Oh my god.
Such a Joe Midwood thing.
Or, if you know, I noticed it because I went from 360 to PS3, and I noticed that it was worse quality because no Blu-ray player.
I know this might.
I think you meant that the other way around. You just said you went from Xbox to PS3 and you said
Yeah.
it was worse.
No, it was better.
Yeah.
The Xbox 360 was worse.
Blu-ray doesn't turn something HD. Blu-ray adds other things.
But my number one. No, wait. My number two. Did I say my number two
No,
favorite
you
bridge?
said not. You said your favorite bridge.
The Humber Bridge. No.
Favourite Pale Wave song, The Humber Bridge.
Oh yeah, I love that one. No, my second favorite was Odd Ones Out because I think it had some of the nicest melodies, and I'm a sucker for like minor off-key things, like in the pre-chorus of that song.
What song did you say?
Odd Ones Out.
Oh, okay.
Not the animator.
No, that's me. I'm the animator.
I am the animator.
New video out last week.
You nailed it.
Thank you. My number one favorite, You Don't Owe Me. Most upbeat, and kind of one of the only songs where the
That's
instruments
interesting.
felt kind of big and well mixed.
I feel like there's going to be a good variety of picks here.
Definitely.
Definitely, because
right, we say this, but I reckon maybe the rest of us have all picked very different.
Well,
like maybe it's just Aiden who's picked different here.
Well,
what,
maybe
you think we picked similar?
Maybe it's because like I'm the only one that appreciates music for what it is.
Are you a sound engineer? I don't think so.
No, because if I was, I wouldn't be so pretentious about it.
I'm not even a sound engineer.
Overall, I wish I was listening to Mariana's Trench.
Well
then.
So,
thank you, Aiden.
Similar to Aiden, I feel like this album was always going to struggle after last week's amazing album.
Yeah.
And to be honest, throughout, I was kind of like just never really wanting to listen to it. But it grew on me quite a lot. And I don't like to admit it because I feel like I can't rate it high because there's not too much about it. There's not like a lot of contrast. The instruments are very basic. Nothing is ever like massive.
It's hard to write notes on, I found.
Yeah, because it's all like it's all kind of the same style. There's not much change up. There's no like nothing big in that sense. But I did actually enjoy it. And there's like a few of the songs that I listen to a lot now. Even though my first and second has changed literally on the last listen of this. And while the voice isn't like powerful, I feel like it works for exactly what they're making. But I could see why it would drag for you like Aiden because it is just the same style throughout. So if you don't like it that much, then it's just kind of like some of the same thing.
The thing is, I don't think I don't like it. I just think that Mariana's Trench was better.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's really not fair to compare them.
No,
they're not
completely
even
different.
They're not even close. But like,
No.
I can't go into it with an open mind because of that. Where I'm just like, this is fine. But
Yeah.
it's like you eat one of your granola bars, Will, and you think this is fine. But I'd rather be eating pussy.
Well, yeah, every time. Pussy over granola bar.
Pussy over granola.
Pussy over real sustenance.
Make it a fucking hashtag.
Pussy over granola bar.
Pussy over granola.
But no, like the first few listens didn't get into it, but like it's just grown and grown on me, and I really like it now. Like generally, I think it's really chill, but I still, again, don't think I can rate it high in terms of an album. Like I'd rate it high in terms of enjoying it, but not in terms of an album itself. Well, I think the production's fine, but it's very like the whole album feels very 80s as well in the backing.
Right.
See, I thought it sounded like early 2000s. Like I feel like this album could have come out 20 years ago.
The album cover looks like an Avril
mainstream.
Lavigne cover.
Isn't it mad that when you said 20 years ago, I thought, oh yeah, 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's mad that we're
early
that
2000s.
I'm so fucking old.
That's like I've just finished Friends, obviously, and like and I feel like it's not even that old, but it finished in 2003.
Yeah,
like, I would have been 4 years old.
3 years, yeah, after we were born.
That's fucking
Holy
crazy. That just like makes me feel really weird. But anyway, worst for me was Who Am I? It's the only song that I didn't really like a voice in it, and because of that also being like really long, I felt like that really dragged. And I feel like Run 2 would have been a better end, to be honest.
I think it works as an outro, but it does definitely like drag on because I think it sounds quite different to a lot of the other ones.
No, I feel like the voice just didn't hit me with that one. Third for me was Tomorrow. I thought the chorus was quite upbeat and a nice switch up in the middle of the album. Not what else to say about it. First and second was the biggest like switch around for me because, like I said, for the longest time, a second, which is I Just Needed You. Oh no, wait, no. God damn, I fucked that up. Right,
That's your favourite.
that is my favourite. For the longest time, Easy was my favourite. I feel like it's got the best chorus. It's the most normal song that I feel like could literally be in the charts, and it's just like the most pop fitting song of the whole thing.
Yeah, but it just sounds like any other like fucking, like you say, it's just any other song like in the chart. Who's that? What's that? The one that does the fire woman fire. Ellie Goulding.
Oh.
No, fire. No, it's Ellie Goulding.
I feel like they're very similar sort of songs, like to Easy. To
I don't know. I fucking hate Ellie Goulding.
And Easy's your second favourite.
Yes. Easy's my second favourite. I really like the chorus, and for like I say, the longest time, probably literally this last listen, it's changed, and my favourite is actually I Just Needed You. I fucking love the harmonies on that, and I think the voice sounds great, and the backing is just really simple. It's just a really nice song. Like, I listened to that loads today, so just...
Maybe you're going to be right here, Joe, because my picks are way different.
Mine are too as well, like legit. So
just to summarise, like I say...
You wish you were listening to Mariana's Trench.
Yeah, kind of. But this was a nice listen for like a bit of a chill. Like I didn't dislike anything on it, and it's quite nice to just zone out. But nothing's special, but still good. It was alright. Surprised me because I didn't think I was going to like it at all.
Joe.
Hello. I thought this album was actually pretty good. Again, it's the feels of coming off of that fucking such a good album. Such a feel-good album. It was just never going to live up to it. It never was. And it's a shame because it was pretty good. I feel like the biggest issue with this album for me is that, and it's weird because I've never really taken big issues with songs kind of never changing up before, because I kind of just respect, okay, that's what they want to do. That's their kind of style. So be it, type of thing, you know. That's what they want to do.
So be it.
So be it. They're enjoying making that music, but coming off such like a varied album, it sticks out like a fucking sore thumb. How just all the songs are the same, and it's boring. And I kind of agree with Aiden. It kind of dragged because, you know, they never really tried anything different. Her voice was always in like the same almost place, you know. She's always kind of using the same shouty voice, or, you know, wherever she kind of went. She never really changed it up. The instruments never really changed either.
I think like the tone of songs changed, because I felt like her voice, yes, was the same in every song, but I think that just meant that some songs it was exposed, where other songs it kind of fell in more like better.
Sure. But I did enjoy her voice. It kind of felt familiar. So it was like a weird... I'm not going to say it is, but like it's the best way I can describe it. It was like between Chrissy Costanza and Hayley Williams was somewhere I kind of put her voice in. But it wasn't like either of them. Like, it was very tempting for me to go, oh yeah, she sounds like Hayley Williams, but she doesn't. And she doesn't sound like Chrissy either.
I think that's just the only thing is these are the only women that Joe knows, so I've got to compare to that.
It's a female voice like Hayley Williams and Chrissy Costanza.
You know, she kind of sounds like Ellen DeGeneres.
Well, it was weird because she didn't sound like anyone. Like, I couldn't say she sounds like anyone, but it wasn't exactly unique either.
That's it, Michelle Obama.
That's the one. Opera.
Kind of sounds like Michelle Obama, but less black.
Oprah. Oh my god.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah Winfrey. No, not Oprah, just opera.
And she's just like, Prince Harry, what do you think? And then Meghan's like, I hate the royal family. Hey, topical, eh, guys?
Topical.
Topic. By the way, how does everyone feel about Eminem blaming, or people saying about Gen Z, something to do with Eminem? I don't know what's going on. Basically, they're labeling every person that's in Gen Z as apparently being really angry at Eminem's music, that it should be taken down for being misogynistic and sexist and
it's not true,
stuff like that.
The trouble is, press exaggerate these things. If one person has a problem with something, they're like, Generation Z hates Eminem. Like, if one tiny, minute group of people do it, they exaggerate everything, and it's the same.
Well, I don't know, Will. I read the media, and now I hate Eminem.
I saw this TikTok the other day of the difference between Prince Harry and Will, because obviously Harry was in the army and stuff, and he was an absolute machine. Yeah, but very different. He was in the rap area, and there's this footage of Harry really strongly climbing up this rope.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then there's just Prince William on this little thing what do you call it? The
a balance board. He's got people holding him.
Yeah, people holding him up so he don't fall. I fucking loved it.
There's still that great clip of Prince Harry getting interviewed, and there's something a drill.
He just runs.
He just fucking sprints away from the interviewer.
That's legendary though, isn't it? He's fucking
Because it's used for like, when the pub's open and the
it's
lights
like,
are on their way.
when Mr. Brightside comes on in the club.
I love shit like that. Oh, it's so good. Prince Harry. Going.
What a ledge. What a ledge.
So what was your least favourite, Joe?
My least... Well, actually, I'll tell you what. I want to say an honourable mention first.
Oh, we haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, because I really liked Odd Ones Out, but it just didn't quite make the cut.
Why'd you say
Because
it?
it's
No,
my
I said
least
that.
favourite.
It didn't quite make the cut, but it was like one of the slower ones, wasn't it? And
Yeah.
I just kind of liked the tone of the guitar. My third favourite, however, was...
What was your least favourite?
Oh, my least favourite was Wish You Were Here. And I actually really didn't like this song. And there was another song as well called I think it was She's My Religion. It could have been that. It might have been something else. But it kind of sounded like karaoke in the verses. Like, it didn't sound good, like whatever she was singing. And I was like, that's not good. That doesn't sound right. So it was my worst favourite. That's it. Third favourite now was You Don't Owe Me. I think the big thing is with this song and just most of the songs in general is like I feel like they nailed the catchy choruses.
Yeah, a lot of catchy choruses.
Yeah. Verses were kind of very forgettable, but like a lot of catchy choruses, which I feel like was probably the strongest point in this whole thing. Catchy choruses. My second favourite was Fall to Pieces. Another amazing chorus. Really like the kind of like the clean guitar, funky vibes in the beginning as well.
Oh, it's just so different.
I like it. So good. I like almost the repetitiveness of that song as well, because it was very repetitive. Like the chorus was actually also a pre-chorus. You know, she sung the chorus and then she was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna do it again, but bigger,
but more elevated."
Yeah, and I was like, "That's great, amazing."
With more instruments.
I kind of liked it. It grew on me. And then actually, my favorite is actually Change. Best chorus on the album, in my opinion. And it had upbeat, awesome, cool, like upbeat poppy guitars. I really liked it. It was good, catchy.
I feel like the reason this album is so like diversely spread is because it's all meh.
I don't think it is.
None of it's bad, but none of it's good.
I don't think
it's
it is.
all just.
I don't think
I think
it is all
the
meh.
better songs are only like that. None of the good. There's no great songs on this album.
No.
There's just good songs and okay songs.
I think what you were trying to say there is like the difference between the best song and the worst song is so minimal.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
I wouldn't say it's that. I think it is minimal. Yes, I think we've had closer albums.
Like we've had albums with just like fucking one random song that's quite clearly wank and the rest are okay. Whereas this is just like there's nothing on this album that I would say is way worse than
I feel like most albums we review are very black and white. Like you can know which one's the worst, you know which one's the thing. But this album is just it's so many shades of grey that it's almost hard to review. I think anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, for me though, picking a top three wasn't too difficult. I mean, like the top two for sure, like stuck out.
Yeah, that was
as I knew they were definitely in my top three. The third was could have been between about 3 or 4 songs.
Yeah,
I feel like I could pick a different third favorite.
Yeah,
if I reviewed it again tomorrow.
Fair enough. That's my album review, anyway, boys.
I was just thinking what another song called "Wish You Were Here" was, and I remember it's neck deep.
Yeah.
I kept thinking why I've heard it, and I was like,
oh yes, it's a better song.
Good song. Denver, what did you think?
I thought this pretty much what everyone said. I think we've all somewhat agreed on it. Of just, it's really catchy choruses in like a good half of the songs. The change up. I think originally I wrote that there wasn't enough variety, but then when I finally listened to the whole album, I think there is enough variety, but like just enough. There's like bare minimum enough variety across the album.
Okay.
I think the songs are like bare minimum good enough. Like I think everything's just enough. Like her vocals is good enough. The backing and melodies is good enough. Like
and
they're
really,
never bad.
I think that I've had enough.
Like they're never bad, but like I say, I would often listen to this album. There'd be a few songs like those are better, but they're never good enough where I'm like sticking that song on repeat.
No.
I'm not like, let's get that song going again.
And when your hands are cold, what do you wear? A glove.
Gloves.
A Glock.
With code CT.
Yeah. Shoot people.
I think her vocals was very limited, and when you notice that she sounds exactly the same on the slower songs as the more upbeat songs, like her tone is the same. I think that stands out.
I don't know why you're bringing skin colour into this.
Hang on, why was that skin colour?
Well, it's different tones, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
It's always the same tone.
I said I think this album would have done really well 20 years ago, like I said earlier.
Yes,
Just because I feel like a lot of the backing sounds and her vocals just sound like they would have fitted better in that era rather than now.
Okay.
Sure.
Actually, well, I nearly could have got us in trouble.
Why?
Oh.
Okay, so one of my original notes was, what's quite interesting is they have a female drummer.
Right.
But they don't have a female drummer.
Oh.
It's a trans drummer.
Right. Is that why they have that song about like equality and gender and stuff?
Yeah, so they're quite big into all that because I think She's My Religion, I think, is about her girlfriend.
Right.
So I think they're very open to all the new genders that aren't new. That always existed.
You're just close to the line here.
We like all of they.
Thank you.
No, but I'm like you're saying. So is she
Come on,
she a
Will.
woman? Is
the
they
drummer-
a woman?
Is the drummer a girl or a boy?
Trans.
What?
Yes.
Will.
So
When they're
have they
trans,
gone-
they
Trans pans.
no. When
So
they're
then-
trans,
so are
they've
no
changed gender, right?
or-
I don't.
So if they,
I would assume, without knowing,
we need to
that I
cut this
think
out.
they were born.
I love that we're tiptoeing around this so much, and yet I was going to make a joke about being pansexual. I love non-stick.
I think they were. I without actually looking, I think they were born a woman and are transitioning to be a man.
Right. So so it's a man then.
Or it could be the other way around. Like it's hard to tell. And if you Google it, it just comes up with trans.
Well, then they're just trans.
We don't need. We don't need this in album.
Not that it matters. I just thought when I originally watched it, I wrongly presumed of me,
Oh, okay.
very disrespectfully, that it was a woman. And I thought, that's different. You don't see a lot of female drummers. But then when I read into it more, I was like, this is good job I just didn't say that and be so naive.
You've done it now.
Well, no, but I feel like I've explained myself better.
Yeah.
That if somebody watching that could be like, okay,
I really like the full 10-second pause. They are a...
just gotta think of like how to say it.
They.
Oh god, it was so bad.
It's.
You know,
I think
I
think they chose a bad pronoun in they because it doesn't work in sentence structure.
They chose a bad pronoun. I don't think anyone chose anything.
It's not
Because
they's
they
fault. They.
Just
Because
say it.
they is like
it.
plural.
Well, they means more than one.
Just say it.
When they say like they, I think they should have made up a new pronoun.
That Homo sapien.
Nice, good.
Nice.
Or just
Dirty-
sapiens. That would have been
Dirty
cool.
Neanderthal.
Like, what's your gender? Oh, I'm just a sapien. Like that. That would have been.
That thing.
That would have been cooler.
Stop
I
saying
love that thing
playing
that
word.
plays the drum.
I'm a goddamn sapien, you son of a bitch.
I'm really
I feel-
attracted
whereas
to that thing.
They picked they, which is just another like word. It's like a plural. Like even if you saw many men, you'd be like, them over there, or they.
Well, in fairness, you don't say men's. They go, look at all
Exactly,
those
but-
men's.
Or my man.
Like they chose they, which I feel like was a poor choice.
I don't think they
What's that
chose
poor
anything.
choice?
This is not
Well,
like-
they
No, he's
choose their
saying
pronouns.
they. Is it exactly? This is why it doesn't work because he's not meaning they as in them. It's meaning they.
Oh god.
As in,
Because
Let's move on.
Sam
Let's
Smith
move on
is
before
they
we
as well.
disrespect people. I'm just saying. I think
Aren't they?
they. You see, you say they.
Yeah, no, Sam Smith is they.
Exactly. Like that doesn't work.
It doesn't
Like,
work.
by
No,
sentence
it does.
structure.
That's what they
Whereas
want
if
to
they
be
go,
called by.
Sam Smith, he's a sapien, you'd be like, that's cool. Like, I know what that means.
Surely aren't we all just sapien?
I think a lot of
No.
them just don't really give a fuck anyway.
maybe.
It's
Maybe
just
we're
again,
gonna be
it's
killed
the
now
ones
for
that
do give a
people
fuck
that are like,
that's annoying.
I need to be called this.
I don't think we understand enough.
No, definitely not. We're
It's
ignorant.
also, the system is too exploitable.
Yeah, let's just
Well, it's exploitable for many reasons. I was speaking to Joe, not about this matter. I was telling him about on Facebook. I got an advert for the new Rainbow Six update thing, right? And literally the first line that comes up, not even fucking with you, nothing about the game. It goes, Rainbow Six's first openly gay operator.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter?
Yeah.
Why is this the clinch line?
Like,
It shouldn't be
surely
relevant.
it shouldn't be relevant. Like, if
Nothing
it's-
should be labelled. That's what
you
I
know,
think the issue is.
Yeah,
Like,
you're absolutely right. If it's
that's
all
where
about
the issue's coming from. 'Cause
it's all about making things normal.
You're singling
and,
them out into a
acceptable.
group of their own. Like, if you
Exactly.
just-
Same thing with
because-
race, like constantly
literally.
calling people black people, I think
Just-
is part
And
of
Call
also,
them
when I'm
person.
playing a fucking FPS, I really don't give a shit whether my guy likes fucking men or women. I don't care. I just want to shoot people.
Yeah, but then, Joe, you don't get the hidden voice lines of the new character going, man, I would suck you to cock.
It's just all the labels that's fucking wrong, and it's now just it's like it causes more issues than it solves because it just puts like people into their own. Why can't everyone just be everyone instead of like,
Yeah.
oh, they're this? And
Why
they're
can't
that, and they're
everyone
that?
be everyone?
That makes it makes sense though. Like, why?
I
Does
wonder that sometimes.
Like,
Why not just be everyone when you could be Joe Midwood?
Like obviously I get it's for like how you look and stuff, but in a lot of questions like in like I don't know forms and stuff, you have to put like what colour you are and stuff, right? And
That's
I get
just so
it.
that-
usually
I
put
get
like
it.
ethnic background.
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah,
they?
I
so
get
they
it
can
for
does
deny,
actually have a
so they can
difference.
deny you a
for
house.
identity, yeah, like I get that, but sometimes it's in things that aren't even really relevant. It's
No,
like,
yeah.
why does it need to be in there? And then when it
I can
asks your
understand
sex,
it medically.
yeah, medically and other things. No, this is way too deep for
Signing up to
conversations.
Spotify. Just like, are you black?
It's
black.
A pick from these colours, which best matches your skin tone?
It recommends you
Fuck's
music
sake.
based on your colour. Oh my god. Black
I
History
think
Month.
you,
one
I
thing
think
about
you
your
really
profile.
love Kanye. And it's just like,
Oh god. So bad. This is a deeper conversation. We are not qualified.
But it
for.
is somewhat to do with their band, at least.
Sure.
Maybe not so much colour. They don't have any black people in their band.
so should I?
God.
Should
maybe-
I now? Is this going to be a thing where I should feel bad for kind of shitting on the album a bit?
No.
Because like
No.
that's often how people tend to make out how you should feel when you dislike.
No,
something
that's like giving Chadwick Boseman Best Actor just because he's dead. Like,
I don't think that's the case.
Oh.
Like it was generally seen as a
What?
really good film. There wasn't that many films that came out last year anyway.
I think it was helped by the fact that
It
it's one of
was
those things you
helped
can't
because
ever
he
know
died.
if it subconsciously affected the
There's no subconscious
people who
about
decide.
it. They had to make an active decision. They had to pick him.
Yeah, but say if there was loads are fairly close together, because like how many because of the pandemic, how many great films came out last year?
Oh, the only one I can even
That's
think
not
of
really
is
fair to
Tenet.
say because I don't watch films.
No, exactly. So like I feel like I mean I can't think of any notable great films that came out last year. So when you're thinking of picking best actor, like I don't know what he came up against.
Yeah, but,
But it's one of those, if they're all so fine, maybe subconsciously in the head it's like, they're like, what a great final acting performance he had. And because it was his last ever performance and all this, maybe that added to it, and that's why he got Best Actor.
I mean, I feel like the only way they could do that is if he died on set.
Great
Like,
actor.
like the guy. Like, what's
Yeah,
the guy
but
called
at the same time,
in
Paul
Crow?
Walker didn't get an award.
Yeah, where's Paul Walker's award? Will?
His like things weren't really.
What? Fast and Furious masterpieces.
Masterpiece in car porn.
Car porn.
Still makes me.
I
sad.
really liked when they dragged the safe through the city,
That was a good
That was a
one.
fucking
That's probably
great film.
my
That's
favourite.
my
and
favourite Fast
Dwayne
and
is stood there like, "Damn, they got the other safe."
That was the best film.
You'll never crack the safe. We'll take the safe.
Oh,
You
music
see
and
the
everything
Corridor
else,
Digital one about like how they did that, how like the safe was actually a car
Oh,
itself.
that is so cool, though, isn't it?
Like,
I
so
thought
someone
that
was driving that safe.
oh, that's
through the
pretty-
buildings.
Imagine having
Yeah.
that job. Just that's so cool.
So
In conclusion,
conclusion.
I haven't said any of my least or favourites.
This has been the most disjointed album review we've ever had, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's on topic. They all flow. They all flow.
Do you want me to find more Bob the Builder?
No, I've still got more. I think that was it actually with the notes.
I just want to think we should insult more minorities. To be honest,
Asian people are funny looking.
I like Asians.
Oh.
God, there's a car outside. Anyway, yes, this band. Least favourite. Who am I? It drags compared to the others, and it doesn't have anything particularly noteworthy in it. And considering it's the title of the album,
poor show.
It's a poor show. Oh, actually, what I meant to say though about the fact that obviously we brought up all these things with genders and all these other parts to it. I think it's quite good to the album that if you didn't really notice that, it didn't like stick out. They didn't like ride that wave. They weren't trying to be like, we're going to make music that's going to be good because we're trans or we're gay or we're LGBTQ friendly. You know, like they're not big because of that statement, or like they're not known because of that. I mean, maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're just like maybe amongst that community, they're like, this is the greatest music ever. But like, I've never when I was researching about them, that was never like a stood out thing. Like I felt like I had to do a fair bit of research to actually find out that information.
Good.
It's not like plastered.
No, that is a good thing.
It's not plastered as their brand, yeah. Which I thought was pretty good. They're trying to go off their own merit rather than like, oh, we're gay, so you should like us more.
Clip that.
Out of context, Denver quote.
Just that one clip. You do the thing that Will did when he tried to cut out the racist thing and only left the racist bit. That 5-second clip. Just do that on that bit. We're gay, so you should like us more.
Third favourite. So third favourite was quite difficult. I felt like about 4 different songs could have been in there because they're all so close. Ooh. So I ended up going with the one that was like most different and change up of the ones I was going to pick.
Okay.
And that was I Just Needed You. I felt like that quite a different sound to a lot of other songs on the album. So it stood out. And top 2 are pretty much always going to be top 2. But the order switched around a few times. Second favourite was Change. I thought it was really catchy, upbeat, and again, the vocals were masked quite well in that song, along with the music. Yeah. So it fitted really well.
I agree.
Really like that song. And then my favourite was Fall to Pieces, because I love how it's sort of similarly to Change, but it has more of a slow start and build thing, so there's a bit more contrast within the song in that song.
Ours was similar. We called it.
Our top 2 of similar.
Just swapped around.
But other than that, across the board,
quite a lot of variety.
Quite a lot of variety in there, which is interesting because I thought to me, I was like, this is Change and Fall to Pieces are by far
just easily the best songs. Yeah,
they're like a few points better than every other song on the album to me, and then everything else is kind of within 1 or 2 points.
I would beg to differ.
Yes, I would agree.
It's weird because it's those 2 songs, Denver, that we obviously put as our top 2. The album starts with that, and then the rest of the album is just okay.
Well, it just makes me think that maybe, knowing Joe's reputation, maybe you guys didn't listen to the full album.
Maybe not.
You know, I'm questioning my picks now. I almost was like, can we pause album review so I can go back and listen again?
Because clearly
I've obviously made a mistake.
There's something wrong.
For God's sake, if Joe is right, it means you are wrong.
Also, Joe must have made a mistake because Easy isn't his favourite, and that's the 4th song on the album. And
it's the best one.
Oh, no,
second best.
Will picked it. Picked it.
It's forgettable.
Ratings.
Sorry, I'm yawning. 4.
4?
Really?
What?
I felt like you said it was.
You enjoyed it.
4 is just meh. 4 is fine. It's whatever.
6.5.
6.
6. Scores 22.5.
So that's fair.
I'd say that's fairly fair. I think it deserves a bit more. I think Aiden's rated that very harshly.
I think Aiden's one is wrong. Fuck off, Joe.
I think it's one of those.
I don't sit here and go like, Joe's. I don't think it was right. His top 3 weren't the same as mine.
Why don't you suck a dick? It's just such an aggressive way of coming after me. I don't think Aiden's was right.
No, I don't think his rating was not aggressive at all.
They deserved more.
Not aggressive at all. I'm just saying I think you've rated it very harshly.
Harshly, I literally said it's completely meh.
Then it's a.
No, it's like a 5.
No,
yeah.
it's not. Then it's a 5. By your ratings, do you remember when Joe used to rate these, and a bad for Joe was still a 7?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck are you guys coming to me telling me what I should rate them?
I think yours is like the opposite of Joe. You rate everything a bit low.
I think me and Aiden are the opposite because I usually rate everything high. Like, I very rarely go below 5. You look.
Yeah, but that's because you like to pretend that you're very open and accepting to all.
Because he likes to pretend he likes KSI.
But also at the same time, Will, you very rarely adventure past like 7.5.
Yeah, true. Unless they're my own picks because they're all great.
Yeah,
I'm joking.
I think 22.5 overall for this album is a bit low. I'd have said like a 25.
Yeah.
Or like 24, 25 would be about fair.
Speaking of KSI, he's got a new song with Youngblood coming out next Friday.
I actually knew that.
Crazy, isn't it? Youngblood and KSI.
But I bet you didn't know this, but my mum's friend is KSI's secretary.
Or just in his house, just like in his front room.
We've made more money, sweetie.
My mum's cousin's daughter's friend's wife is the Queen.
Rachel on Friends.
Is the Queen.
I can't believe she had the baby with Ross. Did we speak about how much that Joe is like Ross?
Yeah, Joe is like Ross a lot.
In like every single way.
Yeah, a little bit.
Ross is a tiny bit more likable though.
Thank you.
Ross or Joe.
I love you.
So
Ross.
what if you could trade Ross for me? You would do it.
No, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't because I hate Ross.
I would because we'd probably be bigger on YouTube just from that alone. You know, exploit
Ross
that.
Gaming.
We just rebrand consistently Ross.
Yeah. And then we get rid of.
And then all our videos are just Ross from Friends plays.
Yes.
Insert game.
Featuring Adam Sandler.
Featuring JMMD.
Yes.
And get Joe on the map.
But I'm only a guest star from now on.
Yeah, you guessed in everything.
One. It's a Happy Gilmore one. It's the Happy Gilmore Adam Sandler.
Oh,
you know the one where he plays golf and he shouts.
Yeah, but it does the run up.
Yeah.
Fucking, I really don't like Adam Sandler.
Fuck you.
I only like him in Grown Ups.
I think he's quite funny.
I think he's all cringe.
I like that movie Click. You know?
Oh no, that is one of the fucking worst.
Oh, that's a great movie.
No, it's a great movie that just goes and cop out.
Oh, also, we should probably finish the review. What's the next album?
Next album,
boys. It's taken 129 picks.
Oh.
But I'm picking it.
No,
it's Ed Sheeran, Divide.
Ah, fair enough.
Divide?
Oh, we've never had an Ed Sheeran album.
Can't believe it.
So why did you pick Ed Sheeran Divide? And also, is it deluxe?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, the deluxe is the best.
Because I've never really listened to any Ed Sheeran album, and
I
this one
can't
did
believe
the best.
that. That's mad.
Can't believe he's taken Ed Sheeran away from us. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's an easy 30.
I didn't know whether to pick one of the older ones, but then I was like, I don't know if they feel dated at all. So I just pick his I just picked his highest rated one.
We'll have to go in backwards order.
So I just picked this one because it was like the highest rated one.
It is probably my favourite, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm excited. Joe's awfully quiet about this.
It's because he's frantically looking for a closing thought.
I'm not sure.
Get one.
Fucking hell, you called it so hard.
What did he say?
You called it so fucking hard.
What did he say? I didn't hear in the end.
He said Joe was frantically looking for like an ending.
Oh, really? I mean, that's good enough.
Oh, fucking hell. I was going to say, I think I haven't listened to Ed Sheeran properly in a long time, so I'm just not sure what to think.
Apart from Barcelona, which we heard a lot of on holiday.
Too much of.
That was that only just got in my top 100 songs in Spotify. It was like 98.
Oh, it should have been the first.
Song.
That was so fucking funny, though.
So, any closing thoughts, Joe?
Did you know that when once upon a time in North Korea, if you wanted to be a teacher, you had to play the accordion